I still remember this day when we took this photo. We'd been in school for a while, been friends for a while. Jonah, Elise, Zai, David, myself, and Aaron's even in the background, even though we didn't like him. I still remember the day we came into school. I was so excited because I'd bought Jonah a phone. We'd never had a phone before, and I managed to convince my mum and dad to buy him one, so he had a way to contact me. If he never needed anything. And first thing we did was get together at the library and take a photo together. And here we are, our little group of the odd ones out. It's weird because David is dead now. Jonah is dead now. Elise is probably dead now. Zai is nothing like she used to be, and neither am I. And it's just so weird to look back on this picture. I still can't believe Jonah had this in his pocket the whole time and gave it to me before he died. Well, told me about it before he died, and then I got it after he did, but strange to think of these old memories and remember how the world used to be. I don't know, but let's put this picture away anyway. It's typical of, got a cold in the middle of the summer and it's dark outside, but either way, let's go and speak to Primo. Hey, must have been at least 20 minutes since we heard the screaming and that bang. Think the coast is clear. Should we check out what it was? Yeah, I will, but honestly, if I had to take a guess, I'd say it was Picton keeping his promise. You think he just killed someone? Probably. Yeah. It's getting dark, so he must have hurt someone else too, earlier on. Yeah, well, we leave tomorrow. So maybe when you go to check on what we heard, you can go and speak to Chuck too. Yeah, I will. I'll make sure everything is still going as planned. Good. And Brent, we are finally going to get out of here. Yeah. But getting out is the easiest bit of this plan. What do you mean? Well, for starters, we have to walk all the way to Lakeworth. The truck we had is probably, if not definitely, destroyed now, and there aren't exactly many working vehicles hanging about, at least not after the bombings. So, we'll have to walk all the way to Lakeworth. It's a 30-minute drive with a good vehicle. On foot it would be, it'll be double if not triple that. And that's with shoes and water and food. Without that, and in this summer heat, well, it's gonna take a hell of a lot longer. Not just that, but there's ghouls we have to handle now. People we have to protect. Babies that are gonna be crying and screaming. People that are gonna, probably gonna be wanting to loot what little we have. Think about it really, we'd be lucky if we got to Lakeworth in under 2 weeks. We've been through a lot, to be honest, and I think what comes next is going to be one of the hardest things we'll have to do. Probably. But once it's done, we can focus on better things, like having a home and sleeping in a bed, raising these babies well and raising TJ well. Bad things are going to happen because of what the world is, but it doesn't mean there can't be good things too. Suppose on that we're agreed. And honestly, I'm looking forward to it. It's what's keeping me going. Now, suppose let me go check on that noise. I'll come back in a bit. I'll go and speak to Chuck as well, and once we're done, I'll come back and let you know what the noise was, okay? Okay, let's try and squeeze through. This is so hard to squeeze through. I barely fit. There we go. Oh, let's see what that bang was. There's blood, which I suppose is fair enough considering all the ghouls down there. But I don't actually see anything. Let's climb down a little bit. Ah, down to this ledge, and let's take a look over the edge. Something down there. Let's see. Is that? I can't tell who it is. They're wearing the hospital outfit, I think, but who is it? Brown hair? Wait, that's that's Gabriel. He, the hell, what happened? He must have been pushed or something. Jesus, Picton, killing a child? To be fair, I wouldn't put it past the guy, but I mean, if he now goes and tells everyone that this is my fault, I mean, starting to think that it could be, or well, starting to realise it kind of is for not taking the deal, but we couldn't let him get the babies, and I know people aren't gonna see that, at least not everyone, especially considering Gabriel was well loved by everyone else here, they all cared for him. So, you can definitely see how this is going to cause problems, but let's just take a look over here while we're down on this ledge and see. Right, so this is where we're going. It's all overgrown, and I'll admit, the city got overgrown pretty fast. All things considered, it got bombed and then plants just started growing everywhere. I don't know if there was something in the bombs. I don't know that tried to kill the ghouls, but had some kind of effect that allowed plants to grow faster. I honestly don't know, but things got overgrown. I know it's been over a year and something, I honestly don't know, but it's still grown fairly fast. Normally, it takes years for these kind of things to happen. For places to get overgrown, it takes years. And it hasn't taken that long, to be fair, but I don't know. It's just strange. But anyway, let's go and... Gabriel, I'm sorry. Sorry that I couldn't help you. But it's happened, and now there's nothing I can do about it, but let's try and speak to Chuck, and he's already there. Chuck? Hey, man. Chuck's here already, but it sucks. I've got a cold in the middle of the summer. I mean, it's not even cold, so I don't know how that works. I suppose it's changing the weather, because it wasn't that long ago that it was cold, but I just hope that this cold doesn't escalate and that it clears up on its own and doesn't become the flu, because that could be an issue. But hey, Brent, I picked and took Felipe this morning, and a few minutes ago he took Gabriel. Yeah, I know about Gabriel, but first, what did he do to Felipe? Removed his eye. I gave him an old eye patch I had laying around, but... How do you know about Gabriel? I hate this. And, I just saw him. Is he okay? No, I saw him down on the ground. You're telling me Picton fed him to the ghouls? Kind of, I guess, but we had a smash, of glass breaking, then screaming, followed by a massive thump. What exactly are you saying? I'm saying that Picton pushed him out window, I think. Then he hit the ground and turned. He pushed him to his death? I presume so. I mean, he didn't just fall. He could have. Right, so Picton took him, and then he turns up dead. Yet, for some reason, you think he just fell. I know it's unlikely, but you never know. And I've been thinking about the plan. You want Picton to die, and I just don't think it's necessary. Hold on. It's been a day. What happened to thinking I was right? I thought more, and I realized that he doesn't have to die. Right, okay. Then explain to me how there's another way. We can... I will stay here with him. Make sure he doesn't do anything like this ever again. And how exactly will you do that? I don't know. I just know I will. Listen, you don't want him to die. I get that. He's your brother. But he'd gladly kill you, then live on like you never existed, not even be fazed by the fact that he killed his own brother. No, no, he wouldn't. He would, Chuck. And deep down, I think you know that. The plan is still the same. I'll get everyone out, but then I'm not leaving with you. I'll confront my brother. No, we already agreed on this. I'm confronting him. Fine. We both can. But you have to swear you won't kill him. I'm not being funny, Chuck, but the past few months, everything he's done to me, my family, my friends, I can't swear that. Then the whole plan is cancelled. You can stay here for the rest of your lives. Really, Chuck? I'm sorry, Brent, but it's this way or no way. You really want to be stuck here with him for longer than you already have been? I don't want to, but I can't let you kill my brother. If it was your brother, would you let someone kill him? Well, if my brother was anything like Pigton, I'd do it myself. Do we have a deal or not? We do. But after we leave, if I hear anything, one rumour at all, about Pigton continuing his work, I'll come back here and I will kill him. I wouldn't expect anything else. The only time during the day that the plan would work is just before lunch. But he'll hurt someone before then. Sadly, yes, but it's the only time where he's occupied in his room. When everyone else starts preparing for lunch, he sits in his room and eats on his own, watches TV and all that. He does this because he knows that the cafeteria is heavily guarded and that he doesn't need to worry, which is why we'll take advantage of that. Okay, so since you've changed the plan, I think we need to go through it one last time. Alright, so once Pigton goes to lunch in his room, I'll gather everyone and take them down to the cafeteria, where we'll knock out the human guards. There aren't many, and Pigton thinks we don't know that, which is good. So once we do that, we'll grab all the food and water we can carry. Then I'll sneak them up to the weapon rooms. We'll grab what we can in the time we've got. Won't take long before the guards realise. I'd say we'll have about 5 minutes, maybe less. So, once we grab what we can, I'll send them into the room with the babies, where you'll have Primo, Ruby, and TJ waiting with the babies and ready to go. As soon as the others are with your family, they'll all head out and wait by our escape route. I'll head up to confront my brother, keep him distracted. Then when everyone else is at the escape route, you'll come upstairs and help me confront my brother. We'll make him realize he has no choice but to stop what he's doing. After that, you'll leave and go to wherever you want to call home. That's all good, Chuck. It's great and all, but nothing is going to convince him to stop. He's so set in his ways, he doesn't care about anything except for the work he's doing. We'll knock him out. Tie him up if we have to. Cut off his hands if that's what's necessary. As long as he has to live with what he's done. Alright, if you say so. We'll be ready, okay? Just make sure you knock 4 times on the door so we know it's you. I'll make sure they know to do that. Good. Suppose we'll see you tomorrow afternoon then. And you know what? Go and ask your brother if he killed Gabriel. And Honestly, I'm sure he'll stare you straight in the eye and say, yes. So what if I did? Can guarantee that he will say that. And when he does, hopefully you'll realize that this man doesn't deserve to live, even if it does mean he suffers with what he's done. He's not going to suffer. He doesn't care. If we keep him alive, all he's going to do is keep doing it. And the sooner you realize that, the better. So, don't say I didn't warn you. Okay, I don't want to take your brother away. I don't, believe me, but I just can't see any other way, but I'm willing to do it your way. Okay, but if it doesn't, and if the plan doesn't go our way because I'm trying to keep Pigton alive, I'm not gonna keep him alive. And if it comes to it and I have a choice to make, I'm gonna make it. And whether that means you hate me for the rest of your life, you hate me, don't you? You know, and that's something I'll just have to accept, so. See you tomorrow afternoon. Look after yourself, Chuck. Got a big day tomorrow.